Jewellers Exclusive. Welcome to another live by Panna Jewellers Exclusive. Today's live is happening on what is Victorian jewelry. As you all know, this is the kind of jewelry that has been trending only in Hyderabad, and there is a story behind why is it trending only in Hyderabad. So if you have any doubts, questions on what is Victorian jewelry, start putting it in the comments right now, and I'll answer them, and I'll also just tell you about it in a general way also. And also do forward this video to all your friends who have bought Victorian jewelry right now. Go down and share the link to all your friends who have bought Victorian jewelry. Victorian jewelry is a kind of jewelry that is like only unique to Hyderabad right now. As you see, people only in Hyderabad have been buying Victorian jewelry, not in Bangalore, not in Chennai, not in Bombay, anywhere. So let us just start with what is Victorian jewelry. Let me just go ahead and be like, Victorian jewelry is the jewelry from the era of Queen Victoria. So as you all know, Queen Victoria was a ruler of the British Empire from 1837 to 1901, and under that time the British Empire was one of the most flourishing empires in the world. And obviously, as they were prosperous, they were buying a lot of jewelry and other riches and collecting art and a lot of other things just to showcase their wealth and richness. And which is the time they had a lot of jewelry, like a diversity in a lot of jewelry. And there were jewelers from Turkey, Saudi, and also markets in Cambodia, India, and like many more places. But the ones that got most famous was the jewelry from the Nizam state of Hyderabad back that time, because we used polki, a lot of different colored beads and diamonds and in the jewelry. And obviously back then the most important fact to know is that the Victorian jewelry wasn't black color finished polish. So in those times the jewelry was normal gold polish itself, but due to oxidization, because this jewelry was sold over 100 years ago, due to oxidization of over 100 years, right now if you see, the jewelry has black polish. And also this is mainly because Queen Victoria was an influential figure who established many different trends in luxury jewelry. And Victorian era was the most flourishing for the British nation. As you all know, British Empire was ruling almost 40 to 50 nations at those point. Yeah. So basically, Victorian jewelry sold in the Victorian era was not with black polish. It is something added on those pieces because of natural oxidization. And if you buy real Victorian era jewelry, it obviously has an antique value. Say a piece costs around, this one, say it costs around 13 lakhs. So if it was actually made in the Victorian era, it will also have an antique value adding to it, which will almost more than double or 5x the cost because of the antique value of it. And what like most of the jewelers sell right now are the ready-made pieces that are being made today. There is very less antique pieces from that time, and most of the people who have antique pieces from the Victorian era are jewelers who have been for around for 100 150 years. And after that, that trend was out of trend for almost close to many decades, 8 years. Now it has come back to trend only right now, and the trend is only in Hyderabad, guys. So this kind of jewelry you can only find in Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh. So basically, in if the people from Delhi, Mumbai, and any other places, if you're wondering what is this, please do see my video. I'll be showcasing some of the pieces today and how it goes around. So as you can see, this piece is a Victorian piece made with tourmalines. There's uncut diamonds, and there's also diamonds and real emeralds. And the beads you see below are precious tourmalines. This like piece is made in 77 grams, and this piece is made in 18 karat gold. There is almost 8 carats of diamonds in it, and close to around 7 carats of polki. So if you guys like any piece, obviously screenshot it. All of these pieces are for sale, and we do ship to over 10,000 pin codes all across India. And if you have any queries on the breakup or anything of any piece, do screenshot the piece and send it to us. We'll be replying to you. And also we are starting a gold scheme soon, and all these pieces can be bought in the gold scheme too. So let me show you. So basically the jewelry without the black polish looks somewhat like this. As you can see, like there is no black polish on the behind or in the front. This one is completely yellow, but this one can be done a Victorian polish. Let me show you how a Victorian polish looks. So basically, see, you can see the polish on the back of the ornament. Let me just keep both the pieces down. So this piece has the Victorian polish and the finish done, and this piece doesn't have. So basically, the original Victorian jewelry will have oxidization. So the people, many people have a question key, if it is real gold, how come it is becoming black? So basically, oxygen's reaction with any metal will obviously oxidize it. Let it be gold, silver, copper, any metal can be oxidized over time. But all of this oxidization we are doing is artificial. So let's go back to seeing beautiful jewelry. So as you can see, these ones are Russian emeralds below the beads, and most of the Victorian pieces are made with precious stones, which is ruby, emeralds, polkis, and diamonds. And the diamonds normally used in Victorian jewelry is the SI quality, because normally with polki the diamonds used are lower grade diamonds. But the designs you can see, like there are peacocks and flower designs around them. And in Victorian there is not much of god figures and all originally, but we can obviously make them. And Victorian jewelry was very famous in Britain too. So a lot of jewelry was exported and brought back to Europe and UK from the subcontinent of India. Let's go to the next piece. So then this piece has these emerald stones in the middle, surrounded by polki and diamonds. This is a beautiful piece. The weight of this piece is 84 grams is the net weight. It has around 21 carats of diamonds, 20 carats of emeralds, and around 10 carats of polkis. So as you all know, polkis are uncut diamonds and they are the raw beauty of diamonds. That is the purest form of diamonds is in polkis, which is what adds, a lot of beauty to these necklaces.
So many of them are asking prices. So could you just tell them?
So I'll just be telling you the rough prices, as many people are asking the prices. Most of these sets range above 8 lakhs. This one, for example, with the earrings, it comes close to 13 lakhs. But also, if you guys want exact prices and details, do screenshot and share it in WhatsApp or our Instagram DMs. We will reply with prices and complete breakup, because many of these pieces we saw pricing is done very detailedly. As you can see, all the items have a tag, barcode, and a handwritten tag with them, in which we give a breakup of gross weight, net weight, and the different sizes of polki used and the different diamonds used, and emeralds, beads, everything is written differently. So we'll be giving you a proper breakup and an estimation of whatever price you want. So basically, all of these pieces, we do believe in this thing. So obviously the pieces should be made in high quality. That is the bare minimum. And the next thing is transparency. So we will give you a breakup of the big polki, small polki, and what kind of gold we are using. Everything will be hallmarked 100%. You can just have a conversation on that based on the pieces you like. So let me show you a long piece right now. So look at these emeralds. They are completely beautiful. So many people ask me, how do you recognize real emeralds? So basically, if you see two emeralds and they don't look the same and you see some impurities and difference in color and shades, that's the easiest way to say what is natural and what is not. If you see a beads that are perfectly the same, they are most likely artificial. But the rawness of this unnatural and then like a bit of reality here and there shows how pure the emerald beads are and adds a lot of beauty. That's why women love polki too, because that is a natural raw beauty. It is uncut, unpolished, untreated. And most of these ornaments have been made with polki and diamonds, but on order we can make it in diamonds and mosaics. So this long mala is is around 8.5 lakhs. Yeah, let me go to the next piece.
So
This
there's a question that how we can recognize natural beads.
So then that's what I was coming to. See, so natural beads. First of all, you should always ask a jeweler what the beads. If you can see, these ones are the morganite beads. As you can see, there are inclusions in each bead. It is not perfect, and every bead's size is different. Every bead shade is different. It won't be perfectly the same. If like any bead is perfectly the same, it is probably artificial. So basically, natural beads can be a lot of types. Even rose quartz, which comes in pink, is natural, but it is a bit lower in price, and these are tanzanites, not neelams. So basically you can ask for a certificate, or you can just ask from the jeweler to mention it in the bill and tell the clarity and everything on the beads. The only way to know it easily is just by seeing the shade, color and the size difference of each bead. Basically there is a different variation in testing for whether it's emerald, tanzanites and any other ruby or emerald beads.
There's a question that mosaics are expensive.
So mosaics are much more what do you call affordable than polkis. So if polkis can range from anywhere from 18,000 rupees a carat to 30,000 rupees a carat, depends on the size of the polki. Mosaics are from 700 rupees to 1,000 rupees a carat, depends on the size of the mosaics. And obviously the luster, there is a difference, because see, the luster of a polki comes from the hardness. So however hard a stone is, that's how much it lusters. And diamond is the hardest substance, which is why polki will luster more than a moissanite always, but moissanite will still have a luster. So as you can see, this piece, this is one of my favorite pieces. These has like solitaire emeralds all along with it, and I have shown this piece in another live too a few weeks back of statement pieces. So in pieces like this, what first happens is we first select the stones and the beads we want to put in the necklace, and then we start making the process. As you see, the emeralds, they are like Russian emeralds with a very slight shade of emerald, and the beads also which we are using are the Russian emerald beads, and they are hanged with South Sea pearls. And this choker is only in 62 grams net weight, and the gross weight is 107 grams. There is only 8.8 carats of diamond polki used and 3 carats of diamonds, and there'll be resale and for polki and diamonds always. The only resale won't be there for precious beads, but for precious stones like diamonds and polki, there's always a resale and buyback at most
Mosaics have
stores.
resale value, right?
Mosaics don't have a resale value. Only diamonds and polki will have a resale value, which is why many people opt for diamonds and polkis. Let me show you the next piece. So you can see the designs are variable by a lot. These are morganite pumpkin beads hanged by Russian emeralds. So basically, whenever we have customers who like particular pieces and ask for many similar pieces, it is very impossible for us to have many similar pieces in this, because every piece is so different. We can't have like 4 or 5 varieties in the same models. Today I'm going to showcase at least 10-15 pieces of our Victorian collection, and basically anything you want to customize, or if you have a picture you want us to make, we can obviously make and customize that. And anything you DM to us, we will be replying, and we are trying our best to reply to all the customers. We are having inflow of a lot of DMs every single day of over 100 customers, so we have 2-3 dedicated people just replying to you and chatting with you. So if you have any problem, please do understand that because of many inquiries, we are trying to reply as much as possible. And many people ask us to put these heavy pieces on a website. The thing is, these are a bit more designer pieces and very hard to design and make, so which is the reason we can't put it on our website, because our designing team and designers work long for making these pieces. We do share it on our Instagram post and as live like this, where you can see that, and you can always video call us and book a video calling session to see any of the heavier jewelry pieces. And these pieces can also be shipped anywhere in India. Now you can see this piece. This is a pearls and emerald mala with a locket, which is a Victorian locket. So basically, like most of the jewelry which UK got was during the period of Queen Victoria's reign. Queen Victoria was the second longest ruler for Britain, and first was Elizabeth, who just passed away recently. Queen Elizabeth a year back. Before that, the most prosperous period was obviously when Queen Victoria was ruling, which is why they saw a lot of change in culture, in research, and a lot of other things. Britain was the wealthiest nation in the world when Queen Victoria was under the rule. Many people just forget that Victorian jewelry comes after Queen Victoria and the Victorian era, where a lot of art, cultural, and many aspects were developed throughout the world. So these ones are small moti beads with the Victorian locket. So basically, these also look very beautiful. As you can see, if you just have two lines of beads which are coming all across and a big Victorian locket, which is there with diamond polki, and the center stone is a carving emerald with emerald beads. It looks very beautiful. And the net weight of this locket is only 48 grams. The gross weight of the entire piece is 127 grams. It has around 2 carats of polki, and as you can see, like a tag has complete details of everything. If you want, the complete breakup will be provided for everything. See, the thing is, for these pieces, we want you to, like the finishing first of all, and also like the transparency that we provide. Most of our customers choose us mainly for the designs and for the transparency we give. Because when you're buying expensive pieces, it is more than investment. It is to wear it, to flaunt it, and but also the important thing is you should know what you're paying for exactly. And we want to educate you on the type of diamonds which is there and polkis we are using. And even polkis come in many kinds. You have syndicate polki, English polki, kilwas polki, and also rose cut polki. And most of the polkis we are using in this jewelry is syndicate polki, because syndicate is the purest form of polki and the most less treated. Then next come kilwas. If you see any polkis which is a solitaire size, is most probably kilwas in most jewelry stores. Let me show you one of the customer order pieces. This one was made on a customer order which is made in mosenites. As you can see, there is not much luster difference in through the camera, at least, between a polki and a moissanite. This is like a side by side shot. One is polki and one is moissanite. This one is polki, this one is moissanite. The luster and everything is a bit similar, but the price obviously varies by almost 2 to 3 lakhs, depends on what you're buying. So these ones are made in different colored stones, pearls, ruby, emeralds, and with a line of pearls. In the middle, there are these diamond rings of gold. And most of these designs are, you know, culminated from 100 years ago designs. Even though we are like trying to make all these jewelry in very less weight, the net weight of this necklace is 57 grams only. So we do try to minimize the weight of all our designs. We try to make lightweight designs for Victorian and even Kundan jewelry and temple jewelry, and most of these pieces we manufacture ourselves. Guys, if you have any questions, do put it below, and if you have come across anyone who is buying Victorian jewelry, do share this video to them and let them know what Victorian jewelry is, because many people forget what a Victorian jewelry is. And let's see this piece which you have hanged. So these are tourmalines with a W-shaped locket with a carving ruby and a carving emerald. So carving stones are hard to find, and especially in real ones. So basically we first find them and then start making the jewelry. And if you see the above choker also, this one we have made in polkis. Recently a customer placed the order in moissanite. We had made it and delivered it. Any of these items we can make it on order in 20 to 25 days. This one has morganite beads underneath it. So I hope all of you guys are enjoying this weekly lives we are having. Panna Jewellers Exclusive, we go live every Thursday at 6 p.m. and try to show you a new collection or a new concept and what is trending, and try to educate you. So basically what happens sometimes is, think that you buy these tanzanite beads for around 200 rupees a carat, but then you don't know it's tanzanite beads. So you don't know what you have paid 200 rupees a carat for. So it is important for us, we feel, to educate customers in order to be more confident. When someone asks them, why have you bought so expensive beads, they can tell these are real tanzanite beads, that's why it was expensive. It is not a semi-precious beads or artificial beads. So which is why we are doing these live sessions. So when you are spending close to 10-15 lakhs on a Victorian set, you should know what is the Victorian set, where it originated from, who was Queen Victoria, why was the Victorian period so good for UK and the world, because the markets were booming. There was a lot of purchasing happening. Let it be the clothes, art, cultural, everything. They were spending like crazy. So which is why there was a period. Which is why there will be a period right now in India where a lot of people have started to buy jewelry, appreciate beads. As you can see, the culture is changing completely. Previously, Indians just used to buy plain gold jewelry. Then they started totally into a lot of beaded jewelry. They are wearing jewelry for the fashion and for the look of it, not just as an investment. Because when you're investing so much money, you also want to look good in all of the jewelry. Let us know what you want to do for our next weekly live. We'll try to show our collections again and again of various things. It can be satlaras, lightweight jewelry, kundan jewelry, how manufacturing is done, or if you want any particular thing that you want us to do, or any particular location, we want to see groom jewelry, or what like men's can wear. We can do multiple things. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again next week. Thank you.